Welcome to the Spirit Lake Community School District's MacBook rollout for the year 2010. We'll take a look at the MacBook and some of its features to start with. First of all, it has a 2.26 GHz Intel Core 2 Duo processor inside with 2 GB of RAM and a 250 gig hard drive for storage as well as a super drive. This model is designed for education. It has an easy open latchless design so things don't get caught up in the lid when you're closing it. It also has a built-in iSight camera. With the iSight camera, you can do video blogs, you can do video conferencing, and also do snapshots with Photo Booth. There is a super drive on here which records DVDs, and it has an eject button just below the power button. When you press it, the DVD will eject. It also has some unique mobile features like a multi-touch trackpad. The multi-touch trackpad will allow you to manipulate photos, turn them, enlarge them, shrink them, all with just a pinch of your finger. It also contains a sudden motion sensor, so if you accidentally drop the laptop, the hard drives will stop and it will protect your precious data. On the MacBook itself, there are ports on the left side of the computer that you should be concerned with. First of all, at the very back end is called the MagSafe adapter. This allows you to add power to your computer when you need it and plug it in to charge it overnight. It also has an Ethernet port for times when you don't have access to a wireless internet access. The mini display port allows you to project to a projector. It also has two USB ports for peripheral devices, just like printers or USB drives. It also contains an optical digital audio output for your headphones and a security lock slot. There is a built-in battery with the MacBook, so let's take a look under the cover. If you remove the cover, underneath it you have a battery, and that battery is supposed to last you approximately 7 hours during the course of a day. There's a MagSafe adapter, so if you accidentally trip, the magnet will pull away from the computer, thereby saving the computer from flying across the room. Let's take a look at the notebook usage agreement. First of all, the MacBook is the property of Spirit Lake Community Schools. Usage is a privilege and it is intended for educational use. It's supposed to support the learning environment now in the school. Make sure that you're using the MacBook appropriately. Use the websites appropriate for the task at hand. Use only installed software. Don't install your own software. And if you want to participate in social networks like Facebook, you can do so outside of school. Make sure you keep your communication friendly and professional in emails. It's a violation of your user agreement to download non-educational music or pictures during school hours. You can, however, store legally purchased music videos on your computer. Unfortunately, if there is a loss of data, the Spirit Lake Schools is not responsible for the loss. You may not use networks or storage to back up personal pictures, music, video, or any other files. It's your data. You should be responsible for backing it up. If your computer is serviced, you may lose all data. You'll also make sure that you back up your data. If it's important to you, you'll make sure that you back it up to an alternative place like your super drive or a flash drive. You also have to make sure that you save all documents to the document folder, and the documents folder is automatically backed up for you. When it comes to cleaning your MacBook, use only microfiber cloths to clean the screens. If extensive cleaning is needed, you'll need to take it to another place. Do not use any household cleaners on the MacBook. If you need any more information, you can go to apple.com. In order to prevent the MacBook from being stolen, you should keep it under your control at all times. Don't leave it in a car or on top of a locker. You could be liable for loss. Now let's talk a little bit about caring for your MacBook. First of all, you don't want to leave your MacBook unattended. It likes the same temperatures you do, so don't leave where it'll be very hot or very cold. Don't leave it in a car, and especially in plain view in a car to prevent theft. You don't have to feed it or water it because the battery will take care of most of the power. One very, very, very important thing is to make sure that you don't put pencils or pens or any other objects on the keyboard and then close the lid. It could severely damage the MacBook and damage the screen if the lid closes. When you take it at home, you should charge it overnight, and you should discharge the battery by letting everything run down at least once a month. Another thing that's helpful is that when you work with your MacBook, you follow the 21st century skills of mobile computing. Reduce the number of open applications that you're using at a given time. Make sure there's no DVD or CD in the super drive. You want to dim the screen, use only what you need at a given time, and it best operates in temperatures between 50 and 95 degrees. When you get the machine at home, you want to make sure that you put it in a safe place with a flat, dry area. Keep it away from food and drinks. Make sure it's a public place in the house and be willing to share what you're doing on your MacBook. When you carry it in class, you want to remember that you'll hold it with both hands with the lid closed and the stem of the Apple logo towards you, or as we call it, stem to the belly. Next thing is when you're carrying it around the school, make sure you carry it messenger style. You'll carry it over your shoulder and off on your hip. Now let's get started with your MacBook. Let's hit the power button and start it. Once your MacBook is turned on, we'll log in with your username and password. And once you're done with that and you've logged in, you can shut your machine down by going to the Apple menu in the upper left-hand corner and choose Shut Down. Thank you very much for choosing Apple. Enjoy your MacBook.